We are here with another Loc Talk discussion, and I think you guys are going to be somewhat surprised, if not really surprised, but I don't think you guys saw this one coming. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining. It's Darnell and a special someone.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
My honey boo,
Hey, how you doing?
Ricardo. Hi, honey.
Hi. It's been a while since we did this. Thank you very much.
Yes. Oh.
We're not gonna. It's PG-13. We're not gonna,
Yeah, we're not gonna go too far.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Definitely. It's been a while since I joined you on the couch, but
Yes.
So I'm really like doing these videos with you. So.
Me too. And people actually have been asking when were we gonna do another one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So I wasn't like stalling on purpose or anything. We just had a lot going on. We moved, and we had a lot of little other distractions. But we're here now.
Definitely, man. We're here doing some very interesting time, but we have each other, so that's very good.
Exactly.
Hopefully Asha will join us one day.
Yeah, that would be so cool. Like, I did think about that. And then I was like, no, not right now.
He probably wrecked the set.
Yeah, he would have just, like, knocked over the camera, snatched out the lights. He's very busy. He's a busybody baby. So, but he's sleeping right now. So we're here with you guys. Okay, so the topic that we're going to be discussing today is, should Asher have locks or not? So I have a list of questions that I'm going to be asking Ricardo, and I'm going to be giving my feedback on them as well. And we're just going to have like a little, ping pong conversation about the topic. So, are you ready, honey?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I think I've been prepared for this moment for about 20 years now. So
oh my gosh.
I feel like I don't know the questions, so my answers will be my experience, but I've been prepared for this moment for a while.
Okay. Cool. So my first question is, do you want Asher to have locks?
Oh man. No, okay. Let's say that's a question that I've been asked even before I met you, even before like Asha.
Mm-hmm.
People always ask me from I started my lock journey, like, oh, would you have your child, your son or your daughter grow locks? Mm-hmm. And I always kind of just take my answers always was like a more humble approach.
Yeah.
Because sometimes my Rastafarian experience, a lot of people come in and a lot of people leave. Yeah. But I would definitely, especially at this age, I would definitely want him to get locks. Just because we do so many other things with him that some of it we're not comfortable doing or even want to do.
Yeah, sure.
So I would definitely like him to express himself with some locks. Maybe as he get older, let's say 17, 18, he could decide if he want to go the same route that I went. Mm-hmm. But for now, I definitely like to see him with locks.
Yeah, I agree. I do want to see him with locks for a few reasons. So, one, because I think they would just look so cute on him. That's number one. Number two, I really don't look forward to detangling his hair once a week. His hair is pretty much how my natural curly hair was. Very curly and very tangled all of the time. And there's a science to me detangling his hair within a certain amount of time.
Speaking of science, do we have to get the same products we get for him if you...
Oh no, there's no products.
There's no products. That's even...
So we're going to be saving money too. Saving money and space. Because we won't have a ton of products right now. I don't have a ton, but I do have like 2, 3 conditioners, 1 custard, 2 shampoos. Yeah, there's a lot of products. And it's just one baby. So yeah, I'm looking forward to not detangling hair. Like that was one of the reasons why I locked mine, because I didn't have the patience to deal with it anymore. And now here I am dealing with it again. So I would like for him to have locks too.
Oh, that's good. I'm on the same page.
Yeah, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
You already answered my second question, which was why would you want him to get locks? And you said because you would like for him to be able to express himself.
Yeah, you know, and it's also like part of it too is the history of it. Like I grew up in Jamaica, and for a while, you know, we had to go to the barber every Sunday and get a. So it wasn't until teenage age that some people didn't look at people with locks a certain way. So he's open. You get a little experience of that, and maybe as he grows, you know, he won't be intimidated by someone with locks.
Right, or confused. Like, what's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. My next question is, do you think he'll have a challenging time as a child while having locks? Like, do you think he'll have a harder time, I guess, like interacting with other children and stuff because he has locks versus if he didn't have them?
I mean, I think so. Even as an adult, I had a hard. You know, I mean, as I said, I did. My hair was just like growing, and it didn't bother me personally because when I was doing it, since I've been doing it, it was being done for like a purpose.
Right.
So you know, it's like the devotion and the conviction that I had. I looked past everything else. So that's my only concern is that he won't know why he's doing it, so he probably won't look past the other people. So it's up to you and me.
That's true.
And you know, a few other people to let him know, like it's not a curse, not a blemish. It's like. So it's up to us to really, when he comes home and if he had that problem, God willing, then it's up to us to just like put him back on the right track and let him know. You know, as I said, the devotion that I had didn't bother me and I can't even remember anything that really happened and I'm sure when you get locks, you know, it was such a pride and that if there were any moments like that, you just look past it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think either way, there's always going to be someone that doesn't really agree with your look, your style, whatever. They're always going to have something to say. So with that being the case, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he has them or not. If he just has short curly hair, somebody may say something or treat him a certain way because of that, you know, or if he had a bald head, like it just doesn't matter. It will always be something.
It's up to you and me, as I said, you know, uncles and aunts to make sure that when you face these challenges, we give him the right tools or tell him some of our stories. So, and just hopefully that he grows up with that guidance, you know.
I absolutely agree. On to our next question.
I have to ask you some questions because at least two after you finish because I feel like, you know.
So my next question is, should getting locks be his choice?
It's honestly probably going to get me, and people are going to look at me now. It's like, does he have a choice right now? We're going to give him the choice when he turns, like, let's say, you know, 8, 9, that's when we give him.
Like if he wants to keep them or if he wants to cut them type of thing?
Yeah, that's when he, you know, and that's my main concern though. So, like, hopefully, as I say, that he goes with, like, creativity and we'll make it flourish and encourage him to, but there are going to be things that it's not going to really have a choice. You know, we don't have a choice with some stuff, you know. So.
That is very true. I kind of battled with that because on one hand, I felt like, you know, it was my choice to go on this journey with having locks because I actually made the choice to say, okay, I want locks. It's like if someone said to me, which has happened, people would say to me, you're getting locks, why? Why would you do that? You have pretty curly hair. And I would be like, because it's my choice and because I want to. Versus, let's say, if it wasn't my choice and they would just put in my hair and someone said that to me, it may have made me feel like, oh no, maybe they're right. Or I don't know. Like, so part of me felt like it should be his choice. But then at the same time, part of me feels like, why would we be doing something so completely the opposite with him than what we're doing for ourselves? So it just doesn't really seem right not to have Locs for him.
Just go ahead and complete the Trinity, man. You know, that mother, father, child. You know,
right? Like, I'm not attached to his curls. I'm not attached to curly hair. Period. I think it's nice and everything. I appreciate it when I don't have to be the one to maintain it. So I'm perfectly fine with him having Locs, and it's not the end of the world like some people make it seem like. And, you know, once he gets to an age where he can say, you know what, I don't really like them, or they're too hot, or, you know, it gets in my way, I'm trying to play soccer, I can't see, you know, whatever the case is, then he can, you know, then we can take it from there and cut his hair, and then he can wear it in his natural state if he wants or not, I guess. So lately, it's been like on my mind heavy because, like I said, I'm tired of detangling his hair. Like, when I tell you guys, it is a process. Like, I have to have him in the bath with all of his toys that he really likes that are, of course, like waterproof or whatever. With Bob Marley playing because that seems to be the only person that keeps him calm. and I have to move fast. And I have to use like 2 different conditioners that have good slip and good, you know, properties or whatever. It's a lot.
It is. I see what you go through. I mean, I thought it would have been easy, but it's a lot. I mean, I don't do it, but I see the, you know, and he doesn't stay still. That's one of the, but that's part of, you know.
Yeah. So I have my last question, and it is, which starting method should we follow for Asher to have Locs?
Oh man, you know, like you asked me this question, let me see, even 5 years ago, my answer would have been like, yo, straight Congo Bongo. You know, like,
in other words, free form, just let it do whatever it wants to do. Don't touch it. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
So he started his free form, for you guys that don't know. He free formed, and I started with 2-strand twists. So,
you know, definitely I let him go your direction, your way. I let him, you know, let's say my way is more fun. Coming at age, you know, action. So I let definitely, but so with 2-strand, would we have to maintain it as well, or?
Yeah. Yeah. So we would have to, install them, put them in, and then retwist, I guess. I mean, we would have to, because I was thinking about that too. Like, okay, if I do the 2-strand twist, how's that gonna work as far as retwisting? Because I don't retwist often, but I do retwist, and sometimes I have to, because if I don't, some Locs are going to just merge together. And sometimes the strands actually hurt, like they pull, and I have a sensitive scalp. He seems like he has somewhat of a tender scalp too. Or if it's not tender, he just doesn't really like for me to touch his hair like that unless I have him set up with everything. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we could maintain them, but I would probably have to do it when he's sleeping.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
It's true. I mean, I've done it before, like with his hair the way it is. I've detangled it and conditioned it and put, like, big 2-strand twists in it, and he didn't wake up. So
that's it for the questions for me.
Yeah, those are the questions that I had.
Okay.
To know, what questions did you have for me?
Yeah, I have 2 questions for you that honestly I just came up with them.
Okay.
While we were having having this discussion, and Asha is fairly young right now. And do you think that, let's say everything goes well, do you think like when we look back, giving him Locs is going to be something that we're going to say, we shouldn't?
No. I can't see why we would. I really can't.
Yeah, I think it's more plus to it than, I think.
Yeah.
My question to you, how do you feel like with your locks versus when you were like doing the process of like your curly hair?
So much better. But then at the same time, I just feel like a different person because I went through other transformations as well. It wasn't just the hair. Like I changed my diet. I started praying more. I started trying to get into meditating. Like everything changed. So it was more like a complete package. So I don't even feel like the same person. You guys are wondering when we're going to start this lock journey for Asher. I don't have an exact date right now. And the reason why is because he's still in like a weird phase with eating. Not to say still, he entered a weird phase with eating.
So
where as he's eating, he'll put his hands in his hair. And he's eating with his hands. He's only 2. So he'll have like almond butter all in his hair, and it drives me crazy. All I could think of is, oh my gosh, can you imagine if he had locks? So I really want him to kind of get out of doing that first.
Before. That makes sense, because constantly have to like clean his hair every day.
Right.
Anything else on the agenda?
No, I don't have any other questions. I can't really think of anything else on the topic. Okay, so I definitely don't have any more questions for real.
Thanks for, having me. It was cool.
It was. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Made the time. PG-13.
Yes.
Thank you, honey. Keep doing your thing, man. All right.
I will.
Thank you very much. All right.
Okay. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to put them in the comment section, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible, and I'll let him know whatever questions you may have so that we can kind of answer them together, and take it from there.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys for watching.
Please be safe. One love.
Yes, stay safe. And we will get through this very soon. God willing. One love. Bye.